Hey, Big Dave the Middle-Aged Gamer here with another episode of Fallout London Take 2. Hey, buddy boy. Alright, we need to get to the ferryman. What'd you find, buddy? Where'd you go? There you are. There's something over there? We're gonna have to go around to go take a look at it. Was it here? No, that's where I came from. Fishing rod. White plastic bucket. Alright, so we found something here, huh? Another fishing rod. Ah, cooler. More effects. Roid and blood pack. Oh, very nice. Good boy. Our little Churchill doing good work again. And why is Children of Adam stuff here? Alright, anyway. Ah, there they are. Alright, can't get those fishing rods. There's a bed for those who play survival. And a cooking station. And a couple of bottles. City of London Dock. Frag mine. Is it me or is the sun starting to set? Alright, can't. Let's look at the map. It'll tell us what time it is. Yep, 8:53 p.m. Sun is setting.
Hold in there, friend. You'll be as good as new. Alright. One more reboot. Now.
Yes, I did.
There you are. Do me a favor and send out a signal on that beacon up there.
That'd be this one.
There you go. Try switching on your navigation system.
Navigation systems online.
And did it work?
Yes.
Let's take a look real quick at that miscellaneous quest. Activate Mariner beacons. Do they have markers for them? That's a big fat no. So we're just going to have to find them as we trip over them. I seriously think there probably should be markers for those.
Well, don't sound too enthused. I hope the journey wasn't too formidable.
And nothing I couldn't handle.
Getting over the Thames is no easy feat without a vessel.
Who's your robot friend? What happened?
This is Barry. My dear seafaring friend. A flock of pigeons laid a nest in his circuits. They washed up on the rocks. I'm not sure which happened first.
What do those beacons do?
Barry's navigation data corrupted. Had to be wiped. Those Mariner beacons transmit the data he needs to sail between places. Acting as a kind of waypoint. Without them, he'd be bobbing around aimlessly like a jellyfish. There's quite a few beacons along the Thames.
About that underground laboratory.
We retraced the boy's steps while searching for spare parts for Barry. It's not far up the road. The entrance is beneath that old monument. The tall one with the golden urn, atop a pillar. From what I've heard, it was built to commemorate the first Great Fire of London.
How many great fires of London have there been?
3. There was the original. That was before the war. Then there was the war. That was the second one. Then we had another one 50 years ago. And that's it for now.
The boy knows his history.
Did you go in?
No. We kept a fair distance.
You want to come with me?
I'm in no condition to fight. Besides, I have a friend to take care of.
I'm not ready to go back there. That place was horrible.
Thanks. I'll be on my way.
Wait! Most people I was with, they're the closest thing I have to family. Please rescue them. Or find out what happened. If you do, I'll know where that ghoul was headed. The one I escaped with. He might be able to help you. He said he knew about other labs.
Here's that key the boy swiped. Good luck.
Alright, well, at least we know where we're going next. And it's not here. Alright, so we're going to save after all that, because I don't think you all want to watch that again. Let's look at the map. Let's look at the map. And it really is not far away, which is lovely. And if you look at the map here, that's London Bridge, right near the Ferryman Dock House. But nope. We're not going that way. Let's grab some blueberries. Let's bring our giant mallet. Some blight. It made its way all the way from Far Harbor. Okay, it's dark out, kind of hard to see. As I said, one real downer about this about the concrete sledgehammer is kind of hard to see what you're doing when you have it out. All right. First things first, we need to take care of this cyber pigeon. Well, so much for that cyber pigeon. Take some cans. A police truncheon, but it's not electrified. Besides, we got better anyway. We got Skelly here with a stimmer, some rounds, another truncheon, and a heavy 9mm pistol. Not like I give a rat's ass about guns with this build. We're just gonna loot around here, try and get as much crap as we can. What'd you find, buddy? What'd you find, buddy? Where are you, buddy? I hear you, but I don't see you. There you are. Is there something back there? Oh, hold up. Okay, not going any closer. There's a lot of rads there. Okay, that's just a post box. I've played that holotape for you on my first go around. You can catch that, and it's in the playlist for the original run. That got short-circuited by my own stupidity. But you can hop on my channel, go through the playlist. You can find it. Ah, this must be what he's borking at. Right away, Clarity Classic. A leaded stud. Okay, it's the leaded's what's giving it the better armor. Good job, buddy. Alright, and that's it for now. How are we doing on inventory before we bounce in? We're okay for now. Let's bounce in. And here is the great lab that we've been told about, and oh. Yeah, never mind that. Okay, so let's go back in. Let's go actually inside. Okay, now we're actually inside, and another door. There we are, and holy crap, this place looks like hell. Did it just say swan? I think it just said swan. Yeah, to the devs, I don't blame you for wanting to use that growl, because that's a pretty bitchin' growl. Very metal. But also quite clear. And holy crap, look at the carnage. Yeah, I know I've done this before, but it still floors me every time I see this. Jeez. Okay. We need to find a way to open the door. Fair amount of junk here, which I guess makes sense considering this place looks like a goddamn war zone. I think it was a war zone. Okay, those things are, well, will be active. Just not quite yet. Alright, let's grab those light bulbs. That's copper. Okay, and glass, but at this point, don't really care about glass. This isn't Sim Settlements. This also isn't survival, so we don't care about glass in the form of bottles either. Some Fesco bags? So we go this way now. Human arm, though, that should be some bone for us. And whatever you can do with human flesh, I guess. Okay, nothing fell over the edge. There's some more bones. Human remains, yum yum. Okay, it was these I saw. Fair enough. Used oil can, that's nice. A lot of junk here. And yes, I will be a little pack rat. Something back here. Yep, a Geiger counter. Really, theirs isn't in the shop. A stimmer and some roid. Very nice. And, oh, that chair. And I was all set to yell at Churchill for getting in my way, and aw. Okay, you hate to see that. For those who are wondering, am I a dog person or a cat person? The answer is yes. I like animals of all sorts. Basically, as long as it's sweet to me, I'll be sweet to it. Okay, so we're a little overweight now. The hell's Color doing in a cave? You know what? I don't want to know the answer to that. Ew. Okay, so this wasn't the right spot to be, but we got some loot. And by loot, I mean trash, and... uh-oh. Well, that gets us back underweight, at least. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to do an emergency run back. Hold on. Let's get my bearings right here. Alright, so I'm gonna bounce back to Bromley, to the hideout, drop everything off, and then come right back. You won't notice anything, but I sure will. Alright. Back inside the lab. I've done everything, and while I was in Bromley, I sold all the weapons and armor and crap I got to Nadia. So we are nice and as unladen as we're going to get, and with 200 pounds worth of gear we can grab, and the pooch is also unloaded. It would help if I had my light on. Alright, inside and test area. Well, that's lovely. That terminal is inaccessible. It needs you tonight. Oh, I can't pick that. I'm not that good. Although we found some sleeping bags. And a picked lock. And Archie said he came from this one, so I wonder if that was his pen. And if that is his pen, that means, well, whatever was in there got taken away. Well, that's no good. So, I'm pretty sure Archie's friends didn't make it. Which is really sad, but what are you going to do? The only thing we can do, and that's unfortunately give him the bad news. And there's no use lying to the kid. He's pretty quick. Really smart kid. And yes, I know we're just looting right now, but yeah. Hey, chocolate bar, okay. Brew? Okay, I'm not gonna turn that down. Okay, so that's the monitor, the spot we need right there. We'll get to that. But, alright. Now we'll get to that. We need to turn on the power. That's about right. And once the power is turned on, then all hell's going to start breaking loose here. And that's fine by me. Well, we can't go any further that way. That's out. And we can always use more steel and aluminum. I mean, granted, that's mostly for guns, but it should hold true for melee weapons, too. Well, let's see what's in here first. Nope, and we're not going to be able to hack that because we're not smart enough. Hacking requires an intelligence of 4, and we have a... I don't want to call it a perk because it's not really a perk, but I guess we'll call it a perk that caps our intelligence at 3 in exchange for some... Ooh, another Cthulhu. You can feel an ancient power emanating from the doll, something you can't quite put your finger on. Anyway, let's take a look at our perk so you can see what I mean. Heavy-handed, I think it's called. No. That's not it. This is the one where we don't have power. We lose our power attacks in exchange for 20% more melee and unarmed damage, which is fine with me. I think it's... We'll find it. Numbskull, that's it. We get +1 to strength, endurance, and luck, but our intelligence stops at 3. At max. But right now it's at a whole whopping 1. The only perk we can get from the intelligence tree right now is Vans. And not gonna lie, I've been considering it. Because of my inability to not get lost here in London. Any Brits that are watching this, comment down below. Let me know just how bad it is in real life to get around London without using the underground. Alright, so that should be everything here. Yeah. Alright. Well, that was fun. Okay, this is just a bathroom. Some eye wash. And a couple of stalls. Including a shower. And yes, for those who are... Yeah, there's just some sinks, but... Okay, those are not eye wash. Those are sinks. Those are kind of goofy looking sinks. This is an eye wash. And that's a shower. And for those who are wondering why are there eye wash, what's an eye wash? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's to wash your eyes. I mean, it's usually found in places where dangerous chemicals are about, and so that way you can wash your eyes out of them, so that way you don't lose your sight, or worse. Okay, so this is obviously the generator room. That's the generator. And hey, some wonder glue. Awesome. Alright, throw the switch. And now all hell's gonna break loose. Let's grab that extinguisher. Let's get the hell out of here before we get barbecued. We're gonna need this out because we're now gonna be dealing with live turrets. Okay, we can one-shot the turrets and vats. Or not. Alright, well, we're going to be doing a lot more of this now. What's the old phrase? Successful fight means we save. Alright, we got all those. Nope, we got to go all the way back around. Alright, no worries. How did I miss that cam? Okay. Well, that takes care of all that, and boy, are we banged up. Well, you know what? I'm going to show you guys a little trick here. Well, for a successful fight means we save, because we just fought a lot. Anyway. Ah, boo. Never mind. I was going to try and sleep in that sleeping bag, but I can't do that. And I can't pick that lock. Okay, so let's not worry about it for now. Alright, unlock contamination room. That's where we're going to be going. Now you remember where that noise was. That's where we're going to be going now. And what's there? Well, the first boss of the game. Lovely. Alright, well, we're not sunk yet. We are good enough to pick an advanced lock, so a bed. So we're going to sleep for an hour. And just like that, we are nice and healed. Chill, get your furry butt away from the... it doesn't matter. Those pneumatic cylinders don't really do much. Aren't really worth much. Alright, anything good here? No. But we got the important thing out of this, and that's a place to sleep, so that way we can heal. Yay, non-survival. Alright. We're getting close. So we're going to save before we start all this, and we're going to prep a little bit. And instead of tennis ball grenades, we're going to load up on... actually, we're going to load up on mousetrap cherries. Gonna save. Alright, and we're gonna run by. Turn around. Oh boy, we're screwed. Maybe not. Okay. Kind of got ourselves trapped here, but that's okay. We can work this. Okay, we're going to pop a cold beer for some strength. We became addicted to dog food. I don't care right now. Eat that chocolate bar. Where's that damn? Where are the damn cigarettes? I want to pop one because he's going to be worth a lot of XP. Pot of builder's tea to increase heal rate. Yes. And we're going to pop a Codfather. Or agility and endurance. I like that. Wait, did we disarm him? We disarmed him. And we got the... Oh, we got a chameleon metal left leg out of this. And he picked up his shock rod, but he didn't re-equip it. I want to look at that shock rod. Swap to a tear gas grenade. Bleh. We're sorted by damage, huh? Shock electric prod does a bit more, but it's even slower. But here's the thing, I don't care because we predominantly use VATS for our fighting. So basically, the whole point is to one-shot as many things as we can in VATS. And the extra defense is for that, which doesn't work. But the Mousetrap Cherry did do what we needed it to do, which it softened them up enough. Successful fight means we save. But we took out that boss. Alright, we're going to poke around a little bit. And well, so much for those things. Unfortunately, we don't have any Addictol. Well, okay, Skelly. Some ammo. Been doing a hell of a job selling what we've been getting for ammo. Because with my lovely charisma, my buying power is kind of crap. Alright, steel ingot. Cool. Oh, what did I just send flying? Sounded like glass. Damned if I know where it went. That sucks. But yeah. Remember what I said before about things being inside containers? Okay, it was oil. Alright, cool. So if you can't see inside a container, manipulate it, pull it out. What do we got here? Some crystal. Ooh. Okay, some extra bone, fine. Alright, cigarette and the beer have worn off, but that's fine. The beer did its job. Every little extra bit of strength we can get out of that is just fine with me. Some fiber optics? Okay, yeah. Not going to really help much, I don't think, with melee. Actually, it might, because there's some crazy mods you can put on some weapons that require some more fancy things. Military-grade circuit board. There's another 9-volt battery. Should have some copper and acid in it, I believe. And that's without looking. So, just a guess. Okay, the books are junk. As long as they're not burnt, so when we find a container, we'll go through and make sure that finish my sentence, we'll go through and make sure that we have got rid of all the junk, and this will do just fine for that. Sort by weight. Alright. And what do we got here? Ooh, money. And a novice safe. And I know this video is starting to get a bit long, but, you know, hey, gotta do the proper thing after a big bad boss fight. And what we got here? Some ammo, 9mm pistol. Could sell the pistol. Don't really give two shits about it. And that should be everything looted. Yes. Alright, now we go down here and loot some more stuff like fuses, a broken recorder, some old school tape recorder there. Jeez, haven't seen one of those in a minute. That's how you can tell I'm a Gen Xer. I actually know what that is. Alright, here's the treasure chest. Another leaded... Bah. Crude rifle. Not really impressed with the loot on that, but what are you going to do? Alright, so here's the main thing here. The terminal that we need. Log, lab shut down. That's the important thing here. The date is 19/4/37. The director is dead. I am now in command. This is my final report. The rest of this log is for Smythe's eyes only, and sure it is delivered to his current laboratory of residence. An experiment involving a new cloning technique has failed critically, resulting in a lab shutdown. The state of the lab was unrecoverable at the time I took command. The scientist behind this disaster was the first to be killed by his own creation. Disciplinary action was therefore not possible, and probably unnecessary. They had 4 test subjects that I had moved into the contamination room. They believe this is for their own safety. The vagrants will act as bait to lure the Abomination into the room. Once inside, I will subsequently lock the doors, remotely shut down the main power supply, and terminate myself. I hope this course of action is satisfactory given the circumstances. Be seeing you. Log automatically forwarded to Station Laboratory and... Alright, so... I think that also tells us what happened to Archie's friends, and there's the dead scientist. So, with that, we've figured out what the hell happened here, what happened to Archie's friends. We got some good information, so now, next episode, we're going to go back to Archie and the ferryman. But first, we're going to bounce... Off camera, I'm going to bounce back to Bromley, do the inventory management thing. So yeah, next episode we'll be back near Archie and the ferryman. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest and greatest videos as they come in and to help this channel grow. This has been Big Dave the Middle Age Gamer. This is Fallout London, Take 2. I'll see you all next time.